12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Rodgers again now. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. Caught by Jones. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
We got this. At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans And a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 65 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Ain't no such thing as a look.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on third down, Watson forced out to his left. It's complete to Hopkins. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Watson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing again. It's caught here by Adams. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. To try again after the sack. Rodgers unable to find Allen Lazard. A gain of 39 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Rodgers going to throw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Hey, we're not going.
They'll try again with Jones. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Here's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now it's Watson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. 30. Past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Watson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Watson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Check, Mike 42. What's the run? They're running.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Watson on the move to his left. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On second and goal, Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Preston Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. To throw is Watson. He wants it all for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on fourth and goal. Looking to throw. Watson going deep for, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, 72 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.